Have you decided to start taking the first steps to pay down your debt so that you can reach financial freedom, but you're undecided on which strategy to use? Well, in this video, I have you covered. I'm going to be going over the debt avalanche, what it is, and how to properly use it so that you can become financially free and begin building wealth. So, if you're ready, let's execute. Hey, what's going on, guys? Trey here. Welcome to the best channel and giving you the best tips and strategies to help you get out of debt quicker, reach financial freedom, and begin building wealth. And in this video, I'm going to be covering a topic that's often discussed, and that is what exactly is the debt avalanche and how do you properly use it? If getting out of debt and becoming financially free is something that you're interested in, please subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any other videos just like this one. And in addition, subscribing helps the channel to grow. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into the video. So what we know about the debt avalanche is that its strategy is to target the debt with the highest interest rate first. So in the debt snowball, you're listing your lowest balance to the highest balance. And you're going to pay the lowest balance off first and then work your way down. Now, in the debt avalanche, it's completely different. You're not even looking at your balance at all. What you're going to pay attention to is the actual interest rate. So you're going to list your debt from the highest interest rate to the lowest interest rate. One of the main takeaways from using the debt avalanche is that mathematically it is the most efficient. In addition, you're going to pay a lot less interest than you would have using another strategy. So the first thing that you want to do when you're wanting to use the debt avalanche, as I stated, you want to list your highest interest to your lowest interest. So in this case, we have it listed out from our debt, the interest rate, our minimum monthly payment, and how much we'll end up paying once we apply the principles. Our interest on our Visa is 12%, Chase 10%, student loan 8%, and our car is 3%. So step number one, what you need to do is you need to get $150, all right? Typically somewhere between $100 to $200. Now, if you're thinking, look, I'm already paycheck to paycheck as it is, how am I gonna do that? Don't worry. In this video, I listed the 10 best side hustles to get you money the quickest so that you can begin applying it to your debt, okay? Let's just say that you've already started implementing your side hustle or your side jobs and you've managed to save up an additional $150 for that month. Saving the $150, the next thing you're gonna wanna do is list your highest interest to your lowest interest. And we've already done that here, all right? So the next thing we're gonna do is this. We know that on our Visa, our interest rate is 12%. Our minimum payment is $100. So what you do is you apply the $150 that you saved to your minimum payment of $100, and that gives you $250. You're going to continue paying the $250 on whatever your principal balance is until it's paid off. Now keep in mind, if you have additional money that you can apply to it, it'll just help you get to the next step much quicker, okay? But let's just say for this sake, you have $250 once you've added your $100 minimum payment plus the $150 that you've managed to save. So in doing so, you've paid off the first debt. Now you're gonna work your way to the second debt. So you take the amount that you were paying on that one and you apply it to the next debt, which is a 10% interest Chase credit card, all right? So you add what you were paying for your minimum payment towards the $250 that you used to pay off the first debt, $330. The $330 is now going to apply to the 10% on your Chase credit card. And you're gonna pay the $330 in addition to any other money that you come across that you can add to it. You're gonna pay this Chase credit card off and you just go to the next one. So now you're going to apply the $330 that you just used to pay off the Chase. You're now gonna add your $150 minimum payment on your 8% interest for your student loan, all right? And this is gonna bring you to $480. Now, $480 you're gonna use to pay off the balance for your 8% interest for your student loan. And in addition, speaking about student loans, we know that right now, student loans are crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So I'm gonna be posting a separate video on how to get out of student loan debt fast, okay? $480 you've been paying on your student loan, it's paid off now. So what are we gonna do next? Well, we're gonna take our $480 and we're gonna apply it to the minimum payment for our car, which has a 3% interest rate. So 220, add that to our 480, and we are now paying $700 on our car payment, okay? Just keep in mind, in any type of debt that you are ever attempting to pay off, if you can double up on your payments, it will just help you drastically in paying that off, okay? $700 you're now going to begin applying to your 3% interest rate for your car until it's paid off. And there you are. You are now debt-free. Congratulations. For those of you who are undecided between the debt snowball and the debt avalanche, in this video, I posted exactly how to execute the debt snowball correctly so that you can begin paying that debt off quicker, come to financial freedom, and begin building wealth. Just keep in mind, the decision whether to do the debt avalanche or the debt snowball is entirely up to you. There's really no right way or wrong way to do it. The important decision to make is taking the first step to get out of debt. All right, guys, so there you have it. The no-nonsense way to properly execute the debt avalanche so that you can get out of debt quicker, come to financial freedom, and begin building wealth. If this is a video that you found to be insightful in any way, please subscribe to the channel as it helps this channel to grow so that I can continue posting videos just like this one. Now, in the comments below, let me know if you're already using the debt avalanche or if you're undecided between the debt avalanche or the debt snowball. If you have any other advice for other people out there that are looking to get out of debt, put it in the comments below, as we're one big community here and we just want to help each other out, okay? So with that being said, thank you for watching this video and I will see you on the next one.